got nothing to complain about right now. I'm just consistently thinking about everything, and then I was trying to start my show too at the same time. So it's like kind of like trying to do all the multitasking at the same time. But not like, yeah, for the most part, that's how it's been now for the last couple of days. I said I figured I would just bother to call her after. So that's probably what I'm gonna do after the show today, because I let a couple of days go by since the last time I talked to Tasha about it. So I figured I let it, just give her some rest time. You know what I mean? Since she didn't choose to call me back and answer my calls when I texted and left her messages since then. So I mean, I figured if she wanted to speak, she would call me at least, for the most part. But I think tonight I'm gonna just give her a call to see how she's doing. If she answers, she answers. If not, I have her hospital room number and everything, so I'll just call that too to make sure it's not just possibility of like maybe her phone ain't working. Hmm. For your tooth, huh? Oh, right. Yeah. It's just dropping off. Hmm. Yeah, that's right now. Okay. I don't know, y'all. How is this my life? I don't know, y'all. It's Thursday. And in this day, things have happened. A lot has transpired in 24 hours. Just 24 hours. Huh. It was within it was within these last 24 hours that some shit took place while just going through the damn day. And man, if this shit ain't something to keep constantly having be something every time. And mine it's just been starting crazy though this year. This whole time, like everything within this last few months to now, and then everything just being as crazy as it's been lately, man. It's just been seeming like a whole thing. And I'm gonna lie, yo. I'm just trying to basically just you know understand really what's been taking place in these last few days. Just it's a lot of different things going on, man. It's a lot of different things. In that time, we've been having to see things and hear things taking place and try to figure it out. Try to at least come to an understanding. I don't know, y'all. I don't. It's just so crazy outside, though. For real. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it no more. It's been seeming real crazy the last couple of days. I've done my best to try to like just understand everything and get a grip on what has been and what has taken place in this time. Because I ain't gonna lie, yo, it's been some really crazy shit going on just in these last few weeks. I don't really know how to take it. Yeah, I don't know how to take it. But I do know one thing's for sure and two things are for certain.
Yeah, it's Peasy. And tonight on the Peasy Show, hey, it's another one of those Talk Back Thursday episodes where you get to talk to me and I talk back. So drop it in with us at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, where we get to talk to you. Plus, we'll find out whether you picked your selection for this week's Song of the Week. All votes must be in by midnight tonight. Join us and we'll discuss it all. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. It's the Peasy Show. Bye bye. Also, don't forget, we're accepting invites to the interview section of the show. If you would like to have your interview booked, please DM me right now. Let's get it. Face. O-E-N-T. Yeah. Aight, let's go. Hey, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. You know what time it is? You know what time it is. Aight. Grab your camera phones and your devices. Kick off your shoes and grab yourself some popcorn, baby. Cause the Peasy Show is on live Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, man. 7 p.m. Eastern. That's us. We in here. And I said, it's just been like one thing after another, and when it seems like time has given a certain level of something, you know, we notice that, it's in these times that we think, things are starting to like calm down or subside. And it's most of that time that we realize that it's not that it does that. It's the calming before that storm, that all-knowing situation that gets so far beyond the what we want to be norm or what we want to consider norm, that it just feels too funky. It's way too fucked up. Way too fucked up to be a coincidence. It's one of those situations where the longer it sits on the conscious mind as a festering problem, the worse it becomes to the reality of the mind of, having to deal with, the circumstances of what takes place afterwards. What has to, then come to a realization. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot going on in the city I'm in, and yeah, man, it's a lot, and it's it's the fourth, man. This is the fourth. It's the craziest thing because you would expect this type of thing, not so much this early in the year. Not saying that it's not supposed to happen, but at the same time, when you look at the fact that, you know, the country we live in, and we keep seeing ourselves going back to and wanting to adverse situations, we don't really know how to expect this thing to take some of this newfound energy that's starting to surface. It's like if ever there was a time people start feeling like things are starting to go a little off the ride, definitely is now. I mean, this is definitely some crazy shit taking place. And it's been seemingly increasing in volume with every day of every moment, of every month, of every week that keeps passing. Like, we got former president, 91 counts, indictments, 91 indictments. He's still running at high percentages as a candidate for the elections. A matter of less than 6 months since I moved into this building. And I mean, first week after, somebody got murdered.
Marvin, here is your reminder. It's time to smoke some dank for the West Coast.
It's time to smoke some dank for the West Coast.
But yeah, there was that. And then there's another tragic incident that took place. That's the crazy part. It's like that shit happened just yesterday. And I mean, like, I mean, at no point did this whole situation feel as if, shit was supposed to happen this way. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to feel about all this, or how I'm supposed to actually take any of this moving into the new situations. It's a lot to take in. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot with all of that. So I don't know. Oh boy. Mm.
Hey, it's Peasy, and tonight on the Peasy Show, what time is it? It's Wednesday, and that means it's the New Wave Music Wednesday tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and send that music in, YouTube, SoundCloud, Rap Chat, Band lab.
Crazy. But anyway.
Hey. Peasy. Hey, bite. What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. Climbing up the pole while her booty go to town. Make me wanna grab it, take a nibble up and sound. Oh, damn, little shawty got it wet. The way she move it all around, got the niggas tryna frown. Gotta play it like we wanna check that. I'ma have to go and see with a couple of these C notes. She gonna really let me get that. Take her ass to the back room, spin like a vacuum. Now her whips is wetter than a Kit Kat. I'ma get that. Okay, I'm just trying to see what's going down. Put your booty in my face and make it sound off. Okay, little mama, I'ma take that. Make it move like a snake, I'ma strike back. Got the people in the crowd going wild, saying shake that, shake that.
Summer to the stage, a brick house stallion. Crowd hollering out, man, shake that shit. Hands up, face down, moving the body all around. When she see the money, she gon' take that shit. Hands in his pants, giving lap dance. She gon' take him to the back and gon' break that bitch. Don't out of the line, you gon' have to pay the fine when we come through. We gon' whoop that trick. Make it rain like a thunderstorm. She gon' keep the pussy warm when she twerk on dick. It ain't a fucking unless I say so. And when she tell you the price, better pay that shit. Got a room full of married men. Them niggas will do anything just to see that split. Got some bleed and some liquor bottles. We here to see the models. We here to shake time, bitch.
What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. What goes up must come down. Hottie with a body, shake her booty all around. What goes up
That's right, man.
must come down.
Hey, y'all.
Hottie with a
Tip
body,
responsibly.
shake her booty all
We at the Shake Jump, bitch.
It's a beautiful thing. Super weird. It's like somehow these things are just not there for you. It's just a lot. But I don't know. I don't know where to go with this one, y'all. In all essences of things that have come arise, He made it to Ramaco. That's not that far, but Jesus, that shit did seem like he took a fucking trip. Oh yeah. I don't know. I do know that it's too close. It's been too close calls these last year. Just this last year. Too close to calls. But I don't know. I'm just thankful to still be here, thankful to still be, amongst the living and able to testify. Ooh. But I'm telling you, folks, it's a lot. It's a lot when you really look at all of this stuff going on outside. The fact that, you know, in the time that I've been here, I've left my house multiple different times and didn't feel like, you know, that kind of danger was present in my area. But yeah, like, to be on the eye of reality or the eye of reality. Yes, we are. We have ourselves quite a war zone situation over here. It's a cluster of mixed adjournments in this little neighborhood of mine. You know, I'm just going through the elaborate designing of said neighborhood I live in here, and found out some very interesting things about my little neighborhood, my little area, just where I live now. Not even the city itself. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely a new thing. Definitely something uh, make you walk with caution, so to speak. Yeah, but yeah, like I've noticed in just this last year, you know what I'm saying, like the fact that I've had to, question my movements just in a time when I didn't think I had to, or I didn't think it was quite necessary to even, keep those kinds of inflammations in mind, because like for real, like I never would have thought like I would have been this close even to some shit happening like that, and I've had a lot of different scenarios take place. And I've had closer situations than the one I witnessed yesterday, or was even in earshot of. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. And it's not saying that you know, ugh, you should be immune to shit like this, but honestly, um, I don't think anybody can be and learn to be immune to something like this. It's just being honest, man. That shit is crazy. It's it's unnatural. We as people really. I don't think we were supposed to have this kind of encounter with our fate and stuff like that. Yeah, like the world tends to be unpredictable in a way that there are things that we can, meet our untimely demise in for just being present in the wrong place at the wrong time. Um, and it's to me, it's an unnatural order in a sense, you know. because here we have a situation where it's undetermined even now, with it being such an early situation, and then the fact that the end result is the person accused and um, convicted all in one uh, of this crime that took place. You know what I mean? Ultimately met his end later on that day as well. So even to the unknowing truth of whether or not the individual that was struck in such an acoustic way um, met their end, we still have this unwavering understanding of why is this whole thing even happening? And like this city didn't used to be as, you know, wild westerny as it is now. Um, Taking in all of the, understanding of, the new environment that the city has experienced here in this town, I've come to understand that the times have gotten harder rather than when they were not so much drastic out here in these streets like where I am even, you know. There was some patches in the city. Don't get it twisted. This area, this city in itself, you know, has had its days. When I say there was times when there was a large, and still to this day there are a large patch of areas in the heart of the city here where you just we'll tell you straight up, yeah, that's not where you want to go. That's not the where you want to go. And I don't know, man. For a town like the one I live in, you would think that because it's one of those towns where you don't really hear the name, it don't sound too popular, think about it, and not many people really consider this being such a major space, even though it is the capital of the state, and it just don't resonate very well as the other more prominent cities in the state. So, you know what I mean? This is one of those states where the capital is not very popular. But those of us who are familiar with the state and are native to the state, have a knowledge of, Albany and the city itself. And, everybody's got their mixed situations about it. Trust me, I hear a lot of conversations up with folks from south, few hours down, coming in from New York City, and they like this is quiet for us. This is a place to get away and not be so up, so crazy and dealing with all the trash and the high frequency of situations in the city. Also, I noticed a lot of folks out here in the city that from the city that come up here, they think that this is like a nice little playground for them. They come up here and they tend to let loose a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's because the city's not so, uh, you know, limber, so to speak. But yeah, like it's different reactions I've noticed. You know what I'm saying, to the many people that have come in through this tri-state area. You know what I'm saying. So it's difference. It's difference. It's all in how they, who you interact with and how they take it when they move, when they come in, and how they, come into the city. You know what I'm saying. So, um, myself personally, being persons of familiarity, having familiar grounds, you know, family members tied into the city itself, being native of the neighborhoods, and knowing people, knowing family members, connecting certain areas to me in a way that you wouldn't normally put me in a space. So it's very different approach to the situation. But I will say one thing though for sure, man. Like there's been uh, a definite change in the atmosphere around this space that we've come into here. But one of the things I'm starting to take in is just like knowing that throughout all of this, it's always just a better idea, a better objective to like make sure that no matter where and what I'm doing, stay aware of what's going on, my surroundings. Stay aware of the actions that are going on around me all the time, man. And I mean, it's not always an easy thing with me. It's not always something that I can always stay on top of when I want to, how I want to, the way I want to. But in my efforts, I've done my best to be at my best, you know, and throughout it all, and this, all the way up until now, we've been doing really good. We're doing really well, and I just continue to thank God for giving me the strength and the protection, and continue to ask Him to keep going and doing what He's doing best for me, because God has always been seeing, my life in a way that I didn't understand at first, but I trusted Him in the decisions that He has given and put forth in front of me. Now that I have a better understanding of His communications and what His messages mean for me, I'm just waiting on the right words to move and keep going in the direction He's following, He's taking the lead on. Oh yeah. So one thing I noticed right now is I'm just gonna take this time. We've had plenty of sit down time for all of you guys to come in and join us. But not just to join us to see what's going on in this conversation pool, but to talk about anything that has struck you as a conversational point today. Like today, I kind of like jumped into tonight's talking point with really just random anything. The one thing that was more
Marvin,
cognizant was the fact that I've
5
noticed
minutes to get out of
a
here.
deteriorating motion with how people treat others in the world we are in now. Even in my small little neighborhood, I've noticed that so many people have such a funky disposition on how they treat other people that are in the same vicinity as you, see you, and they probably have seen you way more than once. Because for a town like the one that I live in, it is not a small town. It is not a huge, big town. But it is one of those towns that if you're here long enough, you'll meet the people that you normally would see, and you'll start to develop a routine of seeing these people normally every day. And I don't know, like maybe it's me, maybe it's the fact that I just I grew up being very observant, to things like that. But in so many ways, when you start to notice the outside of your sweet humble abode starting to evolve around you and start taking a whole new shape every time you walk out the door, it's a new scene, although the setting still looks the same, you start to feel the distance of your own community. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell happening? What's going on? And you ask yourself questions. Sort of like today's topics for today. So Talk Back Thursday. So we didn't really have a topic on display, but it's just something that we do. We throw out a bunch of random words and talk points to see who's got something that we can talk about. And what would be that something you would want to talk about with me, you know? And I ain't gonna lie to you folks. We find ourselves in many situations, you know, and we're all just trying to find the best answers to, you know, guide us through these crazy times. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not always been an easy run for us, folks, but I realize that with every trying and waking moment that we have an opportunity to get up and to say thank you to him for giving us that opportunity to wake up, see the world, see the things and the opportunities that he has given us a chance to reflect and be inherent in. We take in an idea that knowing this gives us a chance to express with full hearts and full understanding the responsibilities and the purpose that God gives us each morning, that he gives us a chance to make it right. So with that, I say to you guys, I appreciate you for joining me. Appreciate y'all for coming in to talk with me and even just sitting and listening. But it's about that time. Next on the map, you're gonna drop in with your boy tomorrow for Peasy's open mic. This whole time we are taking in the live stream strut up for YouTubers, Facebook streamers, and my Twitch TV peoples. That's because, again, like I said to you earlier, my IG page, I'm just saying we're down for the moment. We're not completely out, but we're down for the moment because my tablet is down. And until I can get that tablet up and running again or get a replacement, we will be filming from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch for the time being. So stick with us. Come in, be welcoming. Please don't hesitate. Speak to your boy. She, me. Because I'm always here for a conversation whenever you're looking for it. So that's what we do here. It's what I tend to do. It's what I love doing when it comes to the show that I'm doing. You know? Yeah, it's crazy like that. But in the world we live in, gotta be prepared for everything. And I'm getting prepared now. But I'll see you guys tomorrow
Marvin,
for Peasy's open mic.
It's time
Because
to get out of here.
I'm tuning in with y'all to see what's up with y'all tomorrow night. You dig me? I ain't. Peace and love, though. I talk to y'all tomorrow. You know, Peasy's on the go. Bye.